What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. My name is Nicole and I'm a recovering addict and alcoholic, and I've been sober since July 13th of 2015. Before we get into this video, do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell. That way you will be made aware every single time I go live. For those of you guys that are new to the channel, I go live Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Saturdays I take the day off, and then on Sundays I have a Patreon only live stream, which is a private live stream for me and my patrons. I will link Patreon down below if you want to join, but it's only $2 a month, and it gives you access to our private recovery support chat. It gives you access to all the videos in Patreon. It also gives you access to one-on-one support from me. And yeah, it's a good deal. $2 a month, can't beat it. So it's basically the reason why I made it only $2 is because I want everybody to be able to join on it. Honestly, I don't want to have it to where it's so expensive that you can't even join it. So on with the show. I just got off the phone with one of my subscribers, and she's struggling with alcohol. And I wanted to make this video because sometimes I think that I don't really focus on alcohol a lot because I was more into the drugs that I was doing, but I did struggle with alcoholism, and I am an alcoholic. When I drink to get drunk. I drink to be blackout drunk. In fact, I'm going to tell you guys a story. So back when I was 17 years old, that's really when my alcoholism began. And it all started because I was a cheerleader in high school, and I would go to parties after the football and basketball games with all the football players and the cheerleaders and all the cute popular kids. You know how it is. And when I first had my first drink of alcohol, I think it was like a beer, and then I started doing cake stands, I realized how amazing alcohol made me feel and how much courage and confidence and strength it gave me. It made me feel untouchable. It made me feel like I was the funniest, most attractive, amazing girl in high school. So when I started drinking, I kept on. I didn't stop. So by the time I was 17 years old, I was drinking every single night. I was taking flasks of vodka and orange juice to school during the day. True story. And I was really abusing alcohol. I was a drunk. And it was to the point where I was doing things while I was drunk that I was so ashamed of. Like getting into relationships and having sex with guys when I was under the influence. And, you know, I look back on that and I should have never been doing that. Those guys probably shouldn't have even messed with me because I was like a dead fish. But that's a story for another day. One time I got so drunk and I got alcohol poisoning so bad that I almost died from it. And I had to go to the hospital and have my stomach pumped. So it's not a joke. Like, I really did have a very, very severe problem with alcohol. It's just that when drugs were introduced to my life, I chose drugs more often than I chose alcohol, and my addiction shifted. And see, that's something that's happened for me many times with different substances. And now that I'm sober, it's happened to me with food. And we've talked about that here on my channel, about how I've struggled with food addiction. I've also struggled with money, credit cards, spending money on credit cards. So my addictions, I am cross addicted. I have a lot of cross addictions, and yeah, food, alcohol, drugs, money, all kinds of different things. So I want to help you guys that are struggling with alcoholism. I want to start focusing maybe one video a week where we talk about the severity and the seriousness of alcoholism, and how a lot of people try to sweep it under the rug, that they don't have a problem, or maybe that they just drink on the weekends. And I'm here to tell you guys, you can be a binge drinker and still be an alcoholic, okay? If and when you pick up a drink, you find that you cannot stop, you are an alcoholic, okay? If and when you drink, you are doing things that you're not proud of, things that you normally wouldn't do, you're most likely an alcoholic. If and when you are drinking, it changes the person that you are, like it has me. I turn into a totally different person when I'm drinking alcohol. You know, those are all signs that you have an alcohol problem, that you're probably an alcoholic. But the main one is when you drink, if you find that you can't stop, can't put it down, and just keep on wanting to go, you know, then you probably have a problem. There's some people that can drink and just have one drink a year, or they can go out and have a glass of wine. That is not my story. When I get drunk, I'm drinking to be out of it. I don't want to be able to walk. I want to see double vision, baby. You know what I mean? I want to be blacked out. I want to be checked out. That's why I would drink, to escape reality. So if you're watching this video right now and you're struggling with alcoholism, I want you to know that you're not alone and that I have been there, and I'm going to help you guys. I'm going to help you guys get sober and find sober support. The only thing I need from you is to dedicate your time and put in the work. If I ask you to call me, call me. If I ask you to do something for your sobriety, like go to a meeting or reach out for help or talk to another sober friend or get into therapy or go see your doctor, you have to learn to take suggestions. If you're willing, I can help you right here from my YouTube channel to get sober. If I can get sober and put alcohol down, anybody can. Okay, if I can put down multiple drugs and alcohol, then anybody can. Okay, and what my channel is here to do is to support you during that journey. For those of you guys that want to be in our private Patreon support group, please, I'm going to link it down below. And I want all of you guys to know that you're safe there. We have an amazing support system in our Patreon, and that's where you can be private talking to me and others who have been through what you're going through. And once you access that group, then you have access to my personal cell phone number, and then we can work, you know, hand in hand if that's something that you want to do, or I can work hand in hand with you helping you find a sponsor, or I can just be there to support you while you're going to meetings in your own state. Like, we can take this as far as you want to take it. If you're willing to, you know, go out and about, go to meetings and start looking in your state, I will be there to hold you accountable. I will be your biggest cheerleader, you know. But I just really wanted to make sure that you guys know that when I'm talking about addiction, I'm talking about all addictions. Like, I was addicted to everything. There wasn't one substance that I didn't have a problem with, and I don't want anyone to feel left out. So if you struggle with alcoholism, you are totally welcome here. You fit in just perfectly, because I was a straight drunk. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload some story times of my experiences during the height of my alcoholism and how bad it was and how bad I acted out. And I might even have my sister on to tell some of the stories with me, because me and my sister were both straight up drunks. And that's where I partied the most, was with her. But I just really want you guys to know that when I'm talking about addiction, I'm talking about all of it. I'm talking about alcoholism, drug addiction, sex addiction, gambling addiction, money, food, porn. I'm talking about all addictions. You can change your life, and you can get sober from all of those addictions and many more if you just reach out for help, stay accountable, take suggestions. And also, it's really, really important if you're struggling with mental health, you guys, and you're depressed, you have anxiety, you feel like a bunch of doom and gloom, it's so important that you go and see a doctor and get in to see a therapist and have a counselor that you can talk to, because I can be here for support because I've been through the addiction and the alcoholism, but I am not a doctor. So if you're struggling with major depression, major anxiety, mental health diagnoses that I have no idea how to treat. That's why I want you guys to make sure that you're getting the all-around care. Not just going to AA or NA and getting a meeting, not just hanging out with the Real Talk Recovery family and doing recovery with us. I'm talking about, I want the wraparound care for you. I want you to have it all. I want you to have the sober support meetings. I want you to have a network of sober people you can reach out to. I want you to have a group of people. I want you to have counseling. I want you to have a therapist. I want you to have a doctor. I want you to have somebody that you can work with on your physical health. I want you guys to have it all. Sorry, that was a huge ass fly. I'm gonna have to find that and kill it. I want you guys to have it all. Don't just expect to be able to go to AA or NA and all your problems be solved. A lot of the times it's a lot more than that, and we have underlying issues that we have to have addressed before we can even work on getting sober. So, you know, don't lie to yourself. Don't be ashamed. There's nothing to be ashamed of, okay? Reach out for help. Let's set a plan. And yeah, anybody that wants to join Patreon, that wants to have me help them set up a plan and help them stay accountable, just click the link down below and I'll help you out. All right, love you guys.